Hello. Today I don't have a script, so I'm just going to freelance. I'm just going to talk a little bit more about my family, my immediate family. Um, like I said before, some of us live here in Europe. Some of us are back home in yeah. So what I'm going to talk about is our relationship, because now you are taking their place. I should be talking to them. I'm talking to you. Well, yeah, having a cup of tea here at this old hour. So, yeah, I'm supposed to be married, and that's the thing that's kind of causing our relationship as a family not to flow. It's because the guy, he's um he's with my sister, one of them. I'm comfortable saying one of them because there are many, and you won't know whom. I don't want you to know whom. So, maybe some other time when she chooses to speak up, she'll speak if she chooses, which I highly doubt she ever will. So, I highly doubt she ever will. So, he's with her, and it's been going on since 2020. So I'm not that. I've gone through all the emotions and everything. I literally, because like 3 days ago, I was just talking to I bumped into somebody I knew, and I used to look after her children, and we talked a great deal, and I found myself really talking a lot about it, you know, because I saw the state of her, and she just looked so. I mean, the age difference is quite small. Like I said, I was looking after her kids, so but she looked so fresh, so put together, so I look haggard. I'm so haggard because this whole situation has weighed on me so much. I'm feeling like I'm now coping, but really it has weighed on me. And I looked at her and I had to tell her, I said, wow, when she was saying, oh, you look great. I said, oh my, you look, you look fresh. I mean, you can see it in my face when I just look in the mirror. I'm so haggard. And I'm like, gosh, this thing has taken a toll on me. And I keep hush hush about it because it's just, well, the thing is, briefly, I'm going to say this. The thing is, he was supposed to be married to me. And then, first lockdown, he ended up with my younger sister. There's just a 12-month difference between me and her. So the thing is, she decided to keep quiet about it. They decided to keep it a secret, and that is, at this point, because obviously after a very, very long time of saying, you know what, you better come clean about this whole thing. And going over and over and over and over and over and over and over, I was like, I'm reached that point where I'm like, yeah, that's a closed chapter. I'm not there anymore. I'm not even hurt anymore. You know, we meet up, we talk, we have something to eat. Well, we've done so twice so far. But the parents only have these family meetups. If he hasn't been with her, because obviously if he hasn't been with her like for months, if we have a family meetup and she goes home, he will be with her. And I don't mind if it's not to okunchunga. You get it? It's like a mother having a husband, and then the husband is sleeping with her daughter. I'm saying her daughter, not hers. Just just to okchungum mama, okchungum zad. That's the sort of thing. So that's the thing that I don't like. if I decide that I'm getting up and I'm going to do a meetup with my family and we're going to talk about different stuff like how is your health, how are you taking care of yourself, like I said in the previous video, our mother passed away. We need to check up on each other. How are you doing? How are you doing? You know, some of us got sick off the back of it, which is what usually happens anyway. Happened when my dad passed, so we check on each other like that. In fact, Christianity was a lifesaver after he passed. Whoa. So that's the thing. We check up on each other. Even when I'm like, I don't feel like going, I feel prompted to go. But if now I go and have a meetup, I'm meeting with my family and we're just checking on each other, and then after the meeting, he goes and he hooks up with her just to get to me. I have a problem with that. I have a problem with that. That's why I say, you know what? I would like you to come out with this whole thing that you're doing, bring it in the light, and let's all move forward, and stop this bullshit of, him hooking with you to get to me. Let him hook with you because he likes you. He likes your big bust. He likes, there are so many things. He likes your academic status, your income and all. There's nothing wrong with that. He likes you. He likes your height. I like mine. It's short. I like it. Some people don't think I do, but I actually do. God didn't bless me with height. He just blessed me with, I have straight legs. My poor young sister doesn't have straight legs. She's tall, but she doesn't have the straight legs. So God gives somebody something and gives somebody something else, and every man knows what he wants. The big bust, the straight, the long, the length, and whatever. It's just, we're like a bouquet sometimes. I know it's a terrible thing to say, but so if a man comes and he's in a shopping window and he sees something he likes and he says that is that, then it's no, don't buy it, take it, and then use it to taunt the other. You get what I'm saying? That's the thing I'm tired of, because it's stopping me from getting on with my own, what I need to be getting on with. Just like I said, because what I was saying I was sharing with this lady, she told me, she said, why don't you just get on with your life? Get on, move. I said, get on, do this, do life, go out there, meet people and all that. I said that I told her the problem is with me. I mean, there's cheating, but there's someone who cheats with somebody who's right at your doorstep. This one just cheated within the family. And I said, his positioning enables him to keep tabs on me. So every move I'm making, like I said, I just get up, I go to meet the family. He comes, he shows up at her place. He hasn't been there for months because he's playing that game he used to play with me. He hasn't showed for months. Outside, because he's keeping tabs. He knows we've had a meetup. Maybe I posted it on Facebook, and then he goes and he hooks up with her just to get on my nerves. I mean, if you're with her, be with her, marry her, come in the light, get the dowry, bring the dowry, get it all out in the open. Let's all move forward. Let's move forward. And that's the thing that's really, 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 really gets to me, because from the time when my mother passed to, I was just clearing out my phone the other day, and I was just looking at different time slots, and I realized from the time my mother passed, in fact, that's what has kept me up all night. I haven't slept. So back to the point. From the time when my mother passed up to that was up to now, he's kind of been with her very little, really, really very little. And then if not at all. But the minute I said, and my mother passed in February, so you can imagine, February he hasn't been with her, then October there we meet, and then it's August we meet, because I was clearing my phone. It's August. Yeah, I got a new phone, so I'm kind of clearing out this old one and just looking at stuff and rearranging everything. I'm looking at time slots and stuff like that. So from the time my mother passed to around August, he's not been with her. You understand? But the minute I go out and we are having a family, we are meeting up with all my siblings and who are here who are here, and we're just checking on each other and seeing how everyone is doing. That is the time he decides to, the minute she gets back home, he's at her doorstep. Then he hooks up with her and, all that kind of thing. If you're really with her, really with her, really with her, why aren't you with her 90% of the time? 98% because she works, she studies and all. And she has all these hobbies and stuff like that. Why aren't you always with her? Why aren't you married with her? Why aren't you established with her? Why are you not with her and then you're with her when you're kind of using it as a way to sabotage, that sort of thing? So anyway, if I go on and on and on, like I said, sometimes when I talk too much, I can mentally overwhelm. Let me just stop there. But those who get it, they get it. Those who don't, ask the Lord to tell you to get it. If He doesn't want you to get it, you're not meant to get it at all. But what I need to move on, and that's what my friend we shared, and she said, you need to go out, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do the other, and I'm just feeling someone's keeping tabs on me, and not in a way that is beautiful. It's in a way that suffocates, in a way that snares, in a way that just, and it's just stopping me. In fact, even as I'm speaking it now, it's just, I need to release that. It's just stopping me from getting on with my own life. It's not even like it's ridiculous. That's why I call this MI15 secrecy. I just can't stand it. You understand? I can't stand it. These people have been together for a long time. A long time. Come on, if you're done, you're done. You were supposed to marry someone else. You chose someone else. Though 12 years younger, 12 months younger, you chose that one. Come clean. Stop being, don't be an alpha man. Come on. Come out, come clean, and just let everyone move forward. This is ridiculous. I look at this lady and I see she has raised her kids. People are getting on with life. What's wrong with Ugandans? Really, what's wrong with Ugandans in London? What's wrong with us? Ugandans here, to Adichie. What is this? What is this? It's like, yeah. Yeah, I'm just, it puts me in a place where I'm even scared. I'm scared. I'm like, I'm like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it. I just don't know how to explain it. Okay, I'm going to get here. I'm going to be a bit, I'm going to try to keep it PG. I was watching some TikTok clip recently. There was a lady and she was expecting. This was a bit of a K-drama. I kind of like them because they keep their stuff PG anyway, especially when it's on TikTok. I understand they're not like that on Netflix. I don't like Netflix. Maybe it's because they charge us. But anyway, this lady was expecting, and the husband was having an affair with one of the house help. And you know how he used to do it? He would have an affair with the lady. The pregnant wife is in the sitting room, and he's on the veranda. And he has her against the transparent doors. Now you get me. Those who get, you get. Those who don't, you don't have to. Children, I hope you're staying away. But those who get, they get it. You get me? It's one thing to be, cheating on your spouse. There's another thing to really get in her face with your business. You get what I'm saying? That's the situation I'm in, This guy, the last time even he was here, I told him, are we marrying, not marrying? And he was saying, maybe, maybe not, maybe. He's on the fence. And I don't think even my sister knows this, but he's on the fence with me, and that's the thing. I'm like, girl to girl, at least you can help me and clear this out and make it clear that you are with him. You have had a civil marriage. And make it clear so that I get off the fence. She doesn't want to do it, because he won't. Even when he won't be straightforward. His personality, he's quiet, But there's quiet and then there's something else. But that's what I'm saying. Somebody who who gets intimate with somebody else right in the face of their spouse. And like I said in my last video, there's nothing I miss. If someone is cheating on me, I not only do I know the details. And I have said that over and over and over and over again. That's why I say if someone is going to cheat, they have to tell me, because I'll know anyway. Come and tell me, say, you know what, I prefer your sister who's younger than you by 12 months. I like her height, I like her bust, I like this, I like that, I like that. We're done. Because when you start hooking up with her and you're going all this stuff behind my back, I know. First and secondly, if the person is your sister anyway, you know, because your relationship changes. You're no longer sisters, you're co-wives. And all of us know how that kind of vibe. I don't want to use that word. I don't want to. I'm not a Caribbean. No disrespect to them, but you know how that kind of the relationship between you changes. It becomes like Leah and Rachel. So even if the two of you don't say that you're sharing a man, you can pick up that there's something here where there's someone's here between us. We have one man. You pick it. You just pick it. The relationship changes, and it can be kind of a loss because you kind of lose a sister, But for me, it's not even that I'm losing a sister. I have 7 family members. I lose an entire family. So here I am. I lose a husband. I should have had children. I haven't had children. So I have no husband, no children. I've lost my mother, and I lose a family because they're all in on it. What he's doing is, I'm not going to make excuses for him. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's just terrible. It just weighs on me. And even this lady, when she was speaking to me, she kind of hinted that I would, if I'm not very careful, I will kind of lose it mentally. I will lose my marbles. That's what she hinted. And she knew me that, I was one of the best teachers. I'm going to put it out there. Yes. Those who know I looked after their kids, they know that. But she looked at me, and somewhere as we were talking and talking and talking, at some point she realized, gosh, whatever this is that this girl, whatever this that stormed her, it's really taking its toll. And that's why she mentioned that I should leave, And I had, well, let me stop there. The rest is for another day. I'm going to have my tea. Thanks for listening. And good night.